walking like a villain, all black from my head to my toes, down to my drawers, mic in my hand, got it wrapped in my paws, gold chain swing, get a round of applause. Walking like a villain, all black from my head to my toes, down to my drawers, mic in my hand, got it wrapped in my paws, gold chain swinging, get a round of applause. Put your hands together, and if you don't, I'm gonna shove this down your throat. Choke, choke, cough a lung up, breathing all the smoke. I said, whoa, whoa, I demand that attention from this whole row. Rap word for word, they like, oh, no. I played voided rooms, I'd rather play a packed house and enjoy the booze instead of hearing only crickets for the whole show. So I walk in like a villain, all black from my head to my toes, down to my drawers, mic in my hand, got it wrapped in my paws, gold chain swing, get a round of applause. Walking like a villain, all black from my head to my toes, down to my drawers, mic in my hand, got it wrapped in my paws, gold chain swinging, get a round of applause.
A little late. It is what it is. Appreciate everybody for showing up. If you did, if you're in the shadows, if you're at home, if you're watching this later on your own time, I still appreciate you. Yeah, baby, we're back. It's Friday. We got a UFC Fight Night tomorrow. And you're watching One More Round Fights. We're here to do CPUnits. We do this every Friday. We simulate the fights. We try to make money. I'm your host, Gaff. I do this shit at least twice a week, usually 3 to 4 times a week. You feel me? Catch me on Tuesdays. You catch me on Fridays. You catch me on Saturdays on the Main Card Minute. Don't forget to follow the Main Card Minute as well. Scan that QR code on your right for the Main Card Minute. Scan the QR code on your left for this here channel right here. Don't forget to follow on social. We have One More Round Fights everywhere except for X, where it is One More Round F8 because Elon Musk is a motherfucking bitch. But yeah, we got a character limit on X, so we can't do the full One More Round Fights, which is why I call Elon a bitch every week. But yeah, don't forget to follow them socials. Don't forget to scan them QR codes. Don't forget to get with the team. Okay, we're out here making people munions, we like to call it. Yeah. We didn't win last week's CPUnits. Ankalaev kind of shit the bed, but Yuri cashed. Shout out to Yuri Barashka. So yeah, not doing too bad on the winning front. I know you guys been seeing the green checks in the channel. Yes, sir. I don't know how many weeks in a row it is. I don't know how many events in a row it is, but we haven't failed in quite some time. So if you've been tailing, good on you. You've made yourself some money. If you haven't been and you plan on hopping on now, don't bring your bad fucking juju over here, okay? We're here making money. Don't fuck our shit up. If you have bad luck, don't bring it here. Don't bring it here. Okay? It's about, we like winners over here. We like winners. Sleeto in the house. Let go. What up, Sleeto? You know what we're here to play. So if you're not familiar with the channel, if you're not familiar what we do here on Fridays, what we do is we simulate the UFC fight that's about to happen. And no, the UFC does not have a lot of these fighters on the card in their game. There's a shit ton of fighters not in the game that I thought was in the game. Montel Jackson, not in the game. Not in the game. Let me double check. Unless they add him this week. Nope. No Montel Jackson. One more time. And he is not in the game. So we can't do the Jackson Figueiredo fight. We can't do the Luke Alvarez fight because Alvarez, I thought, was in the game. He is not in the game. Jonathan Diniz, Mario Pinto, can't do that. Ramos Hoffley, can't do that. There's a lot of fights that we cannot do, is what I'm telling you. But there's one fight that we can do. That's right. It's the main event of the evening. Charles Oliveira, Mateusz. It's going to be a banger. I'm ready to see these motherfuckers go at it. Are you? Are you? Because I am. I am. Appreciate everybody that got us to 600. We got us to 600 subs this week. Let's go. Let's keep going, shall we? Let's get to 650. Come on, baby. Right there. 650. Let's fucking do it. Let's fucking do it. I think we're at like 601, 602. So let's get some more people in this this ever-growing family here. One More Round Fights. Cashing each week. Talking bullshit about the fights. Sharing perspectives. Giving insight. Modeling behavior. Nah, not doing that. But you know what I mean? Let's get to 650. If you got a friend that likes MMA and likes to bet on MMA, send them this channel and they'll thank you forever. To be honest, they will probably thank you forever. If you send them one of these two channels here, shit, if you send both, you might be the best man at the wedding. You just might be. Good fortunes are in your future if you share these channels with some of your friends, because chances are you'll be making money. They'll be making money. Life will be just fucking fantastic. Just skyrocketing up the life ranks. If you're a subscriber to at least one of these channels, if you're a subscriber to both, you're probably Jeff Bezos already. You know? So don't forget. Kimbang Il in the house. Wagiwani, me brethren. Wagiwan. Without further ado, let me do what I do and bring in the gameplay. Oh, God. Where'd the gameplay go? Okay. Well, hot start there. Gotta fix the gameplay real quick. Eventually, I'm going to have this shit right next to me so I don't have to leave to fucking fix it. It's literally right behind me. Like where right where my thumb is where I have to fucking go to fix that piece of shit laptop. But without further ado, let's bring her in. Yeah, baby. So these are the games that we like to play here on this here channel. UFC 5. Oh, Undisputed isn't in the top few, but I've been playing a couple other games recently, so if you want to watch me game on these other games, go check out my Twitch. It's under my picture there. I'm not even gonna fucking spell it anymore. If you want to follow, fuck off, screenshot, do what you gotta do. But anyways, Skate, NBA 2K, Ready or Not's fucking sick, by the way. I love all the scenarios I get to play in that game. It's tough as shit on certain levels, man. You got to do shit by the book or you can get your ass capped by some crackhead. But yeah, Ready or Not's a motherfucker, man. And all these other games, you know how I get down. But what we came to do today is UFC 5, baby. And we got a UFC Rio simulation to do. Oh, let me take this fucking audio out before it fucking pisses everyone off. UFC 5 is it's got an okay soundtrack. At first I was like, this soundtrack's sick. And now that I've heard all these songs for like the 1,000th time each, I could have had more variety. That's my only comment. I feel like I've heard a lot of the same shit over and over again, and I would have liked to, fuck it. Let's get Eye of the Tiger in this shit. Let's get some fight friendly songs. The Rocky theme song. I don't give a shit. Give me something. Keep getting fucking, same bullshit they open up the game with every. I don't even want to get into it, bro. I don't even want to get into it. Let's go to the event creators. Let's talk about what we did, what we haven't done, what we're gonna do, all that type of shit. UFC 319, that sim didn't go our way. Shanghai, I believe it did go our way, right? Because then we get Sterling some bullshit. UFC Paris, UFC Noche went our way. We know we picked. Hey, UFC Noche is where we cashed that CPUnits, baby. That was a 3-legger, 2-legger, whatever it was. Diego Lopez cashed at the TKO. We cashed in multiple ways. We cashed on the money line. We cashed on the what and how, the who and how. Okay. UFC Noche was a very good CPUnits event for the boys. All right. And then Fantasy Fight Series, we got all that shit. But then we did Fight Night Perth. Fight Night Perth could have went our way if Magny just didn't go to draw in our simulation. Maybe we should have resimulated. I might have to resimulate every time we get a draw. I might have to. And then just know to put money on the draw because we can't parlay draws. What the fuck am I doing? Every time we get a draw from now on, we got to resimulate, but we will put in one draw bet. So that's the stipulation. If we fucking get if we get 2 draws, then it has to go in the parlay because that's some fucking bullshit right there. Oh, I thought this was a fucking water. It was like liquid IV. Oh, that it hit, but it hit too crazy. There we go. That's what I wanted. All right. And then we did UFC 320, which didn't go our way because we had Enka Live, but the other 2 options did. So now we have UFC Rio. Charles the Bronx Oliveira taking on Mateusz, whatever the fuck his nickname is, Gamrot. Nobody cares what his nickname is. He doesn't do anything enough to fucking warrant a nickname. No offense to him. Decision machine over here. He's like Ian Machado Gary, but at lightweight. Like, yeah, you're going to win most of the time, but at what cost? At what cost? I mean, Mateusz Gamrot has 8 knockouts, 5 submissions, 12 decisions, and most of those decisions, I mean, Ludovic Klein, Rafael Dos Anjos, Jalen Turner. He's got some TKOs to Carlos Diego Ferreira and Scott Holtzman, but Scott Holtzman, of course, you're going to finish him. Submitted Jeremy Stevens, of course, you're going to submit him. Decisioned Arman Saryuki, and now that's the best decision on his resume right there, but that came all the way back in 2022. Okay, so not the most exciting fighter, but he can get you a finish here and there. Will he finish Charles? I don't think so. Not in Rio. I don't think this will happen in Rio. I mean, he got knocked out in Vegas. He lost to Arman in Vegas. He lost to Islam in Abu Dhabi. He lost to Paul Felder in Detroit. Ricardo Lamos in Mexico City. Anthony Pettis in Vancouver, Canada. Max Holloway in Canada. Frankie Edgar in Vegas. Cub Swanson in Ontario. Donald Cerrone in Wisconsin. Jim Miller in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. But I don't see any motherfucking losses in Brazil, bitch. That's what I'm telling you, motherfuckers. Do you see any losses in Brazil on Charles Oliveira's record? I don't. And you think I'm going to bet against that motherfucker in Brazil with a short notice opponent? Y'all got to be fucking tripping. If y'all thought I was going to bet against my boy Charlie fucking Olives. Charlie fucking Olives. Let's fucking go, baby. We're going Charlie all fucking day. Ain't no motherfucking way I'm going with Mateusz Gamrot on short notice in another country with all the factors pointing towards Charles. Not me. Not this guy. Never. Okay? It's Charlie fucking Olives, the Bronx. Mr. Ghetto himself. Let's fucking go. Charlie. All day. And we'll see if the simulation changes our minds, but I don't motherfucking think it will. Okay? I don't think it will. Again, we're back in that cuck chair, baby. We're sitting, we're watching. We're not playing. We're just here to enjoy what's happening in front of us. All right, baby. Like I said, I do not play. I just simulate. Let's talk. First walking out, Mateusz Gamrot. Okay, he's the short notice fighter in this scenario. His nickname is Gamer. Mateusz Gamrot. Not the best, not the best, but he's Polish. He's a submission grappler. That's his style, freestyle wrestling. Okay, he's got 25 wins and 3 losses. 13 of those wins by finish, 12 by decision. I think he's going to tie it up if he does get a win. If he does beat Charles Oliveira in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, it will be by unanimous decision. It won't be a split. It'll be unanimous. The split goes to Charles. Let's be honest. A split will go to Charles. So I think if Mateusz Gamrot wins, he gets his 13th decision win. But I don't think that number 13 is unlucky for a lot of motherfuckers, man. It ain't for me. I got that shit tatted. All right. So 13. Also, my birthday's on the 13th. But 13, not looking good for Gamrot. Now, Charles, on the other hand. Charles the Bronx Oliveira, who's about to walk out right now. Let's look at our man real quick, huh? All right. I mean, jiu-jitsu fighter, BJJ fighter. I mean, we knew that. I mean, submission records galore. Okay. 10 wins by knockout, 21 wins by submission. He's been finished 9 times of his 11 losses. But I don't think Gamrot's got the style that's going to finish Charles Oliveira. He just doesn't. Charles Oliveira has been alternating wins and losses, and I think he's due for a win. Lost to Makhachev, beat Dariush. Lost to Saryukian, beat Champ. Lost to Ilya Topuria, beat Mateusz Gamrot. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling. That's how I feel. Call me jaded. Do what you want to do. I'm feeling Charles in this fight, man. I'm feeling Charles in this motherfucking fight. I mean, he lost for a vacant lightweight title. That stung. He's coming back. He wants revenge. A lot of people saying he's going to get knocked out again. Well, now he's not facing someone that's going to knock him out on the feet. He's not facing Fiziev. He's facing Mateusz Gamrot. 35-34. Both 5'10", both 155 pounds. Charles has the reach advantage, 74 inches to 70. So keep that in mind. He's going to be able to strike, and when Charles likes to strike, he gets some feet up, he throws knees. He's active. That's going to keep fighters off of him. MMA Boxing Addicts says UFC weigh-ins were great today. I got to go check them out after this. Let's go CPUnits. Yes, infrared. Let's go, baby. Kim Bong-il says, tell him, Gap. Oh, I tell him. I let him know, Kim Bong-il. I do. To this day. To this day. In the building. What up, lazy? LFA prelims just ended. Maybe I should watch that after this. Maybe I should check it out. Chilling. I be chilling too hard sometimes. But I don't know. Maybe I'll play some video games after this. I'm not a big drinker anymore. I just blaze and chill, watch movies, play video games, you know, normal shit. Here we go. Round 1, baby. Come on, Charles. Ooh, look at that. What I'm reach advantage, in and out, getting out of the way, blocking strikes coming his way. Come on, baby. Look at that. Look at that reach advantage. Gamrot's got to throw 3 strikes just to land 1. That's going to be taxing. Oh, but he gets the takedown early on Charles. Charles got that BJJ, though. Keep in mind, sweeps aplenty. Throw up submissions from weird angles. Use them to sweep, get on top. Use them to get up. He's got a lot of options. Right now, none of those options going his way. Gamrot in full mount. Okay. If Charles loses in convincing fashion tomorrow night, he lays down the gloves in front of his home crowd. Oh, God. Is this what we're watching? Gamrot with the quick finish, and we're like, oh, shit, does Charles have it anymore? Charles is getting out of this. He's not getting subbed by Gamrot in round 1. You stop it. You stop it. Gamrot really trying to get that sub, though. This motherfucker, man. All right, Charles. How about a little sweepy? We'll turn into him, get on top. Nope. Looks like he circles around with him, gets inside. Defensively, you better be careful. Charles side control from the Gamrot's all over him inside control. Ground and pound the hair. And landing punches. Charles just got to get back to his feet, bro. No. I said he'll show him that BJJ. I said I'll show him. Oh my God! Now he's backing mount again on Charles. All right, Charlie, come on, Poppy, come on, Poppy. Maybe I should have put his signature shorts on. Maybe I fucked up. And Gamrot back in full mount. I mean, I kind of hope we get a Gamrot decision in this. The reason being is because I do need a hedge for Charles. So I wouldn't mind if Gamrot won the simulation. Just don't finish him because I don't think you will.
Half guard here, making these shots count.
Charles is a monster, though, man. We've seen time and time again where the fight isn't going his way, he gets right back up, starts landing fucking shots, jumps on some bullshit. Don't count him out ever, especially in his hometown with the crowd. Well, not his hometown, his home country with the crowd behind him. So, oh, he's eating shots here. Pause.
All right, so perhaps he's gonna have to
come on, Charlie. You're bleeding now. Charlie, you're bleeding now. Charles, get up, Charles. Charles. Okay, Charles got knocked out in round one. I have to put Gamrot KO. This is some fucking bullshit. Really? Gamrot KO round one?
It's always fun to see.
That's what the simulation gave me. Your CPUnits, I don't understand your ways. Sometimes I just don't understand your ways. How the fuck do we get a flatline Charlie in round one? Oh my God.
Ready for the official decision, Bruce Buffer has.
Oh my God. I mean, I know, lazy. I know. Wait. I mean, when did he get knocked out? That was June? That was 4 months ago? Huh.
Well, there he is, the man of the hour. And you got to think this dude's going to get a serious Instagram push tonight after the win by TK.
Oh, he's going to get a massive push because he heard.
I mean, nobody's knocked out Charles Oliveira in round one since Max Holloway.
He got that finish. That was amazing.
But before Ilya Topuria, obviously. So for those three people to be the guys that knocked him out, Gamrot, Topuria, Holloway. Not bad. Oh, Cub Swanson, too. Don't forget Cub Swanson, Donald Cerrone. Those were all round one knockouts for our boy. Stupid fucking music playing in the background for our boy Charlie. Damn. Now we got to look at the fucking props. And I'm not going to like them. I know I'm not. The odds aren't going to be sick enough. They're going to be triple digits, not quadruple digits. I'm going to be sick to my stomach, fam. But it is what it is. Let's see what the lines, how they're shaking right now. Mateusz Gamrot sitting at a -115. Charlie Olive's at a -105. So that -115, damn near even money. Mateusz Gamrot. The under 3.5 cashes. Let's see these lines. Under 3.5 cashes at a -130. So your under 2.5 would be +120. Your under 1.5 would be +225. It did not hit the under half a round. It was over by 15 seconds. So the under 1.5 at +225 ain't bad, brother. I mean, if you really think that's going to hit, I kind of like it. Now, Mateusz Gamrot by KO is +400. Mateusz Gamrot by finish is +120. Sorry, +240. Huh. I might even snag that. You never know. We've seen Charlie get subbed plenty of times. TKO anybody is +165 if you're feeling it. Literally all three ways are +165. KO is +165. Submission is +165. Decision is +165. You can't lose. Go with one of them motherfuckers, and it might work out for you. Mateusz Gamrot by KO in round one. I stand corrected. It is quadruple digits, plus 1,200. Mateusz Gamrot by KO in round 1 is plus 1,200. We will be placing that. We will be placing that, and we will be angry at the start of round 2. Mateusz Gamrot to win and under 1.5 is plus 600. Mateusz Gamrot to win and under 2.5 is plus 380. Mateusz Gamrot to win and under 3.5 plus 275. Gamrot in rounds 1 or 2 is plus 500. Round 1 KO is plus 600. That is anybody. Round 1 KO is plus 600. Fight to not go the distance is minus 220. Gamrot round 1 is plus 800. Round 1 anybody is plus 350. Significant strikes are a non-factor because of how early this ended. But 1 takedown for Mateusz Gamrot is non-existent. His line is set at 3.5. So 4 takedowns is the standard for Mateusz Gamrot. And those are all the props for this fight. Those are all the props. I mean, we didn't even get a real CP. Wow. Half an hour in and the fight's over. CPUnits was kind of whack this week. I mean, round 1 KO and the only fight that we got. Not many fighters on the card in the game. Joel Alvarez, Vicente Luque. I would have loved to simulate that. Can't do it. I thought Alvarez was in the game. He might have been in UFC 4. Low key. Alvarez might have been in UFC 4, but he is not in UFC 5. So I was unable to make that simulation. It is what it is, you know? It is what it is. But yeah, Lazy says he shouldn't be back this soon, and he's not going to be expecting Gamrot to strike. That's true. And probably the most conservation of Gamrot's gas tank, especially in a short notice fight, not that short notice, but you know what I mean, would be to strike. I mean, grappling is going to be very taxing, especially against a grappler like Charles Oliveira that's going to make you work even when he's on bottom. Striking with Charles would be the easiest route to victory, you would think, especially since he just took a knock about 3.5 months ago. So yeah, Lazy, you're completely right about that. It could happen. It could happen. Infrared says, who do we think Charles will box first once he retires? Masvidal could be good. I don't see that. I see him fighting a former opponent. I see like maybe a Max Holloway, depending on what Max wants to do at 55. Or, you know, I mean, he's still very young. Max Holloway only 33, I believe. So for Charles in boxing, if we're taking this seriously, I would like to see him face a former opponent that he lost to. So a couple people come to mind: Donald Cowboy Cerrone, Cub Swanson, not Frankie Edgar. I don't want to see that. But Max Holloway, Anthony Showtime Pettis. Anthony Pettis versus Charles Oliveira in a boxing match would be hella fun. Hella fun. I don't see Paul Felder doing this shit. Yeah, none of these guys. I don't see him doing this shit. So my top options will be Cowboy, Cub, or Pettis. Probably Pettis. I'd like to see Anthony Pettis versus Charles Oliveira in a boxing match. That would be so much fun. That would be a lot of fucking fun. Hell yeah. Yep, that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see, Infrared, Charles Oliveira, and my boy, Anthony Showtime Pettis. Shout out to Team Pettis. You know, Serge getting a big-ass KO last week. Infrared says Pettis is a good call, right? It's a perfect matchup. Pettis is all with the fuckery. He don't care what it is. Karate combat, fucking boxing, MMA. Shit, he'll take in arm wrestling. He'll take in slap box. He don't give a fuck. If you got the bag, Pettis is coming. Showtime. It's showtime. But yeah, let's get into the part of the stream where I give away free picks the whole time. Picks on UFC Fight Night. Rio, bring in the motherfucking chart, bitch. That's what I'm talking about. Look at this shit, baby. Look at this shit right here. Now, I don't have a lot of people that I'm definitely rocking with. I don't have obviously, as you can see, there's not a lot of gold on this sheet. There's a lot of whites that I have no idea what the fuck's gonna happen. Honestly, I'm gonna make this one white because I really don't know what the fuck's gonna happen in that fight. And the rest, I have an idea. So yeah. Pinto fight, I have no idea. I'm not even sure this fight goes the distance. Let me make that fucking blue. But the rest should be accurate. Okay, so let's start from the bottom and work our way up. Simon Oliveira take on Luan Lacerda. Both of these guys, a lot of submissions on their record, double digits for both. Okay, which is why I have fight sub in there. Honestly, that I'm willing to make blue. I don't know what round it happens in. It could happen early. Somebody could get caught. Could happen late. Somebody could get tired. I just like either Lacerda to get the sub, Oliveira to get the finish, or just fight and sub, baby. Fight and sub feels good. A lot of these guys, both these guys have subs on their record. I know that a lot of times when both of these guys have the same bread and butter, it'll end up on the feet and we'll get a decision, blah, blah, blah. I know that. But these guys are finishers. If you look at both of their records, a lot of finishes and they lose by finish twos. So that being said, Simon Oliveira's shown me just a little bit more than Luan Lacerda, which is why I have Simon Oliveira there. But Luan Lacerda, very, very competitive in any fight, and he could pull a finish out of nowhere. And we've seen both of these guys fall on the sword. So I believe just fight and sub is the way to go. Fight and sub is my only true thing that I feel confident in, or the fight to not go the distance. I don't know if it goes over. I don't know if it goes under. I just don't think it goes the distance. So yeah, that's why you don't see an over and under in this fight. At women's strawweight, we got Julia Polastri taking on Karolina Kowalkiewicz. Okay, this is a guaranteed decision. Polastri has a few finishes on her record, but Kowalkiewicz never lost by finish except for that one time. And then Julia Polastri never lost. Right? Isn't that a fact? She never lost. She's undefeated. I mean, if she has lost, it's only been by decision. Oh yeah, she's 3 losses, all by decision. So yeah, Karolina been finished 3 times. I just don't think Pulastri's the girl that's gonna finish her. If Yasmin Lucindo, Denise Gomez haven't finished yet. Yan Xiaonan didn't finish her. Alexa Grasso didn't finish her. Michelle Walterson didn't finish her. Jessica Andrade did, but come on, that's fucking Jessica Andrade. And then even Joanna Champion didn't finish Karolina. Okay. So I think Karolina, even if she win or loss, this fight goes the distance. And I like Karolina in this fight. As you can see in that right column there, her birthday is coming up. The 15th is Karolina Kowalkiewicz's birthday, motherfuckers. I just gave you some insider info. A little birthday prop on that ass, bitch. So let's go with Karolina Kowalkiewicz to get a win. Her birthday's in 5 days from now. We've seen time and time again when a fighter's birthday's coming up, they tend to get that dubber. So I like Karolina. She's longer. She's bigger. She has more experience. And this fight's guaranteed to go the distance. I like her to steal it. She knows how to win a decision fight. At flyweight, well, before that, we had a heavyweight fight between Walter Walker and Muhammad Usman, which fell out. I was going to have Walker decision because Usman kind of hard to finish. Walker sub would have been a hedge just in case because, that's happened a lot recently. But it probably should have been Walker finish as a hedge, just to be safe, So that's there now. But yeah, that fight's dead. At flyweight, we have Lucas Rocha taking on Stuart Nickel. I like the round 1 KO for either guy. I'm going to go with Lucas here just because we're in Brazil. Stuart Nickel almost got knocked out in his last fight, got dropped, and then a submission got yanked up. And then I believe he went out. He didn't tap. So he has hands. He has a lot of round 1, round 2 finishes, and most of them recently, but he hasn't shown me anything yet. And the fact that this is in a different country against opponent in hostile territory, there's no reason for me to take Stuart Nickel here, which is why I'm rolling with the Brazilian and Lucas Rocha. Okay, I like the unders here. I like Nickel to make a bad decision and get caught again. And yeah, but this time he's just going to get caught on the feet. I like, or possibly just end up mounted eating shots and the referee calls it. I expect some of these referees to also have a quick trigger if some of these Brazilians get on top and start landing good and the crowd's going crazy, expect an early stoppage or two. I'm going to tell you that right the fuck now. Expect an early stoppage or two in UFC Rio. That goes for Charles and Gamrot as well. Just know that if a Brazilian's on top doing good work, that ref might have a quicker trigger. At women's bantamweight, Beatriz Mesquita is taking on Irina Alekseeva. Alekseeva lost her last fight. Mesquita undefeated, 5-0. She's a finisher as well. I like Mesquita to get a decision win, though. Irina Alekseeva, I don't think's ever been finished, and I don't like to take ladies to get finishes unless I'm the opponent. So I think we're going to go with Mesquita decision, and you could see that I have it white because I'm not confident. I'm not confident in a 5-0 women's bantamweight to give you guys that she'll win, or like, I mean, even the last fight, I chose that fucking submission artist and she decided that she forgot how to fucking submit and it went the distance. So I'm just going to go with the Mesquita decision, possibly Alekseeva decision. It could get funky in there, but Mesquita, she should win with the undefeated record. Also, backyard type shit. At heavyweight, Vitor Petrino taking on Thomas Peterson. I don't trust Vitor Petrino as far as I can throw him. Okay. And he's 240 pounds. So, yeah. There hasn't been a time where I've put money on Vitor Petrino and then I have walked away from the fight like, fuck yeah, bro. I want mad bet on that. No. I hopped on the train after he took out Modestas Bukauskas, and I'm like, oh shit, this guy's a finisher. He beat up Prajnio, and then now he beat up Bukauskas. And then I was like, he's going to finish Tyson Pedro. And that fight went the distance. So lost money there. Then I'm like, bro, this is Anthony Smith post-title shot. Like, no way he loses this. He gets submitted by Anthony Smith. Then he takes on Dustin Jacoby. I'm like, Dustin Jacoby's probably going to decision him. So I'm going to go with, Jacoby decision, possibly a Petrino finish just in case he catches him. No, none of that shit happened. Jacoby knocked him out with a punch in round 3. Okay, 3 minutes and 44 seconds. I was a minute and 15 seconds away from that decision. Okay, so you can imagine how pissed the fuck off I was. So Vitor Petrino automatically on my fucking shit list. And on top of that, we have the fight against Austin Lane where I'm like, Austin Lane always gets knocked out. He gets knocked out by everyone. Austin Lane has 6 losses by knockout. He's going to get his 7th. From Vitor Petrino. And guess what the fuck happened? Vitor Petrino decided to fucking sub him and give him his first submission loss. So fuck that. Fading Vitor Petrino. Fuck this guy. We're going with our boy Thomas Peterson by decision. Let's do it. Fight NKO is a nice hedge because if Petrino does win, he'll probably sub him and ruin that too. Yes. Fuck that shit. I hate Vitor Petrino. No offense to him. Just me and you, oil and water. Thomas Peterson all day. At flyweight, Jaffe taking on Clayton Carpenter. Now, guys, Clayton Carpenter is the featured prelim. Okay? Clayton Carpenter is the featured prelim. I need you to take that into your brain. All right? Because Jaffe is not the featured prelim. I want you to understand that. What would have earned him this position? Clayton Carpenter fought a tough fight against Ulambakov, ended up losing, but he fought a great fight. Jaffe. This is a Clayton Carpenter fight to win. They're testing him to see if he could pass the test that he failed last time against a tough grappler like Ulambakov. This time they give him a submission-style grappler in Jaffe. A lot of submission wins for Fio. Finisher in his own right. Okay? This is a test for Clayton Carpenter, and I fully expect Clayton Carpenter to pass with flying fucking colors. Clayton Carpenter's either going to finish this man or completely outclass him to a flyweight decision. Clayton Carpenter is the new blood at flyweight that they're trying to foster, like they're doing with guys like what's my boy? What's my boy from Myanmar? Joshua Van. Like Joshua Van. Like, who's another young guy that they're trying to push right now? Rafael Estevam, Manel Kaop's not young, but Tatsuro Taira. Asu Amabayev's young, right? I think he's like 28, 27. Something like that. These guys, they're trying to push these guys. They're trying to get new blood at flyweight. The old guys starting to get stale. Brandon Moreno, 2-time champion. Brandon Royval, 2-time challenger. Amir Albazi, 2-time puller outer. But you see what I'm trying to say. They're trying to pump new blood. Clayton Carpenter is that new blood. I fully expect him to beat up Jafel Fio, which is why he's gold. And I fully expect this to go the distance. I don't think he finishes Fio, but he could catch him. And that's why the hedge finishes there. At featherweight, we have Lucas Almeida and Michael Aswell starting off the main card. I liked Almeida before the fight week started. I loved Almeida before fight week started. I was like, why the fuck is Aswell in this position, in my opinion? I'm like, Almeida's he's a fun fighter to watch. He goes in there ready to finish motherfuckers, right? And then he gets on that scale. And I see that fucking right hand. My Lord, that thing looked like a balloon. I can't, in good conscience, give out a Lucas Almeida pick. I literally switched everything that you see says Aswell. I changed it. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, yeah, right. I just added Aswell finish here. I don't know why that froze, but yeah. So Aswell TKO round 2. I think he somehow finishes Almeida. I just don't like how he came into this week. I don't. Changing everything to Aswell. No parlays with either of them. This should be white. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make it white so I don't trick myself on Fight Night, because I can't trust this fight. I was heavy Almeida before this fight. I see the hand. The lines are moving. I can't fuck with it. I think this will end by TKO and possibly round 2. But yeah, I can't fuck with either fighter. I'm sorry. At featherweight, Ricardo Ramos and Con Offley. This can go two ways, okay? Ricardo Ramos has been in the UFC for quite some time. And it's about time he start providing some fucking returns on the investments that the UFC has given him over these years. I mean, look at all the people he's fought. He beat Ayman Zahabi with a knockout spinning back elbow. He fought Saeed Nurmagomedov. He fought Lerone Murphy. Okay? Zubair Tukhugov, Charles Jourdain, Julian Erosa. He's fought a lot of guys, and a lot of these names he probably should have beat. Tukhugov, he probably should have beat. Bill Algeo, he probably should have beat. Julian Erosa probably should have beat. Okay? He keeps sliding. But the good thing about this guy is usually when he loses, he comes back and gets a win. Lost to Manny Vasquez, beat Kashakian. Lost to Saeed, beat Journey Newsom. Lost to Lerone Murphy, beat Bill Algeo. Lost to Tukhugov, beat Danny Chavez. Lost to Julian Erosa, beat Joshua Kulabau. He lost to Shepe Mariscal in his last fight. And this year, he lost that fight. Okay? I think he gets a win. I think it doesn't look great. I think it's a decision win, and Con Offley almost steals it. But I think Ricardo Ramos gets this win. And he might even finish him, so I have that in the hedge column. If Offley somehow has the performance of his career, he will win by decision. I do not see Con Offley finishing Ricardo Ramos. At heavyweight, we have Jonathan Diniz and Mario Pinto. Mario Pinto is 6'5" with a long-ass reach. Jonathan Diniz is coincidentally 6'4". He doesn't look like it, but he's 6'4". So he's big as well. That's why I think this fight goes the distance. I think this is some heavyweight point fight slop that we're about to see, even though both of these guys have finishes on their records. I like the over 1.5. I like the Diniz decision. I like the Pinto decision. I like the fight to go the distance. I like all that shit. Okay, heavyweight slop incoming. I don't see like a quick KO. I just don't. At welterweight, Vicente Luque taking on Joel Alvarez. I like an Alvarez sub. Luque loses both ways, man. He gets finished a lot. Okay, when he does lose, he gets finished. He's getting older every single day. Joel Alvarez, still a young spring chicken. Okay. Joel Alvarez, 32 years of age. He's on a 3-fight win streak. The only fighters he's lost to in the UFC are Arman Saryukian and Damir Ismagulov. Ismagulov was on a tear at one point. He's got wins over Yakovlev, Joseph Duffy, Thiago Moises, Mark Dicazy, Drakkar Klose, Elvis Brenner. He's got 17 wins by sub and 5 by knockout. He's never gone to decision. So I'm not going to take him to go to decision with Luque at this point, especially when your boy Luque has 3 losses by submission, 2 losses by knockout, 6 losses by decision, though. So, but the last 3 times he's lost, they've all been finishes. Knockout by Jeff Neal, knockout by Joaquin Buckley, submission by Kevin Holland. Kevin Holland submitted him. If Kevin Holland is submitting him, I definitely have Joel Alvarez with 17 submission wins on his record to do the same. So that's why you see the Joel Alvarez sub round 3 there. Okay, Alvarez decision. I'm actually going to take that off the board. I'm just going to switch that to Alvarez TKO. Okay, Luque finish. If he beats Alvarez, it's probably a finish. And I like the under. I like this fight to start hard and fast. Pause. So, yeah. At bantamweight, Davison Figueiredo and Montel Jackson. I like Montel Jackson to get the KO late. I like him to be a close fight early. Davison, we're like, oh, wow, Davison maybe doesn't look too small against Montel Jackson. Because keep in mind, Davison Figueiredo was a flyweight that moved up to bantamweight, and Montel Jackson is a very big bantamweight. So, Montel Jackson, big hands, longer range. I don't think Figueiredo has the wrestling to take him down. He does have the jiu-jitsu to combat him if he does somehow get it to the ground, but I don't see how he gets it there. Figgy's going to get KO'd because he can't take him down. Okay? Montel Jackson is going to be in a lot of my parlays, as will Joel Alvarez, as will Clayton Carpenter. Okay? And then in the high risk goes the main event, which is where I will be putting Charles Oliveira. Charles Oliveira, I believe that he is undefeated in Brazil, and it will stay that way. Charles Oliveira by decision, possible finish. I don't think it'll be a KO. If he does beat him, it'll be a backpack sub, somehow a tired sub, or maybe like a tired elbows. That's why I like Oliveira finish in my hedge column. I like a Gamrot decision. If he does beat Charles Oliveira, I do think it's by decision. And I like the over 2.5. I think this goes a little long, regardless of a finish happens or doesn't. I think these guys start slow in round 1, even though Charlie always starts fast. Keep in mind, he just got knocked the fuck out in his last fight, so he should start slow. Okay, Gamrot's going to want to start slow because short notice fight, gas tank in question, fighting a guy that's known for being able to go the distance if he needs to and giving people a hell of a fight and a very taxing fight. I think this fight starts slow and the over 2.5 hits. Okay. And in my notes column, Charles and Rio and his op on short notice. Are you fucking kidding me? It's Charlie do Bronx Oliveira all fucking day, baby. That's what we're rocking with. So that's the chart. You'll probably see a parlay out of me later tonight. I'll probably put it out later tonight. Close to midnight, something like that. So you guys have it for the morning. I know the fights start a little earlier. They start at 4. I'm going to be missing a few of those early fights with Luke, but I'll be hopping on maybe around 5 or 6, 5 something, 6. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, those were the picks, motherfuckers. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Hopefully you guys win some money on UFC Rio. I know I will. I don't plan to do nothing but make money. You think I fucking walk into these cars trying to lose money? Like, hopefully it goes my way. No, motherfucker. I'm out here fucking grabbing FanDuel by the fucking collar. Say, give me my fucking bread, bitch. That's what I'm out here doing. Okay? That's what I came to do. I came to take these picks, bring in the FanDuel and DraftKings and say, run me my shit, bitch. All right? So don't forget to follow on social. That's where I'm going to be putting out the parlays. One More Round fights, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all that shit. Actually, I don't put it on TikTok. I put it on Instagram, X, YouTube. You know, shit. Shoot me a text if you want it. Some people do that. Some people shoot me texts. I ain't going to give out my number, but, you know, you can follow me. Shoot a DM if you need it. Don't forget to follow Main Card Minute as well. That's where Luke is. I'm on One More Round fights. We're trying to get to 650. So please scan the QR codes below. All right. See you Saturday, motherfuckers. We try to get to 650. It is what it is. Hopefully you make money. Hopefully I make money. Hopefully everybody makes money. Hopefully the props hit at least. Hopefully fighters fight the way they're supposed to fucking fight. I hate when they do shit that they're not supposed to, like that fucking girl last week or 2 weeks ago with the fucking 6, or literally all of her wins by fucking sub. And she's like, you know what? Let me just try to knock her out, even though I have no fucking power. Fucking fighters sometimes piss me the fuck off with some of the shit that they do in there. Like, bro, do you care about your career? Why are you trying to do different shit now? Do the different shit in the gym. Do the different shit in the gym. Bread and butter wins you fights. God damn. Shit's so fucking annoying. Dana Blanco says, all I know is we making money, baby. That's right, Dana Blanco. That's motherfucking right. Kim Bong-il says, I'm hoping Charles versus Gamrot will be like Beneil versus Gamrot, and Charles just stuffs most of Gamrot's takedowns and beat him up in the clinch. I hope it's like that too, bro. I'm heavy on Charlie, heavy on Charles Olives, heavy on the Bronx. Heavy on the Bronx. But I'm also hoping Charles just runs across the octagon and lands a flying knee KO on Gamrot in round 1. I mean, that would hurt because I have Gamrot round 1 in the CPUnits. So that would hurt the most. I would hope that Charles gets a decision or Charles gets a round 1 sub, but the KO would hurt so badly. It really would. It really fucking would. And then Kim Bong-il also says Masvidal style. I mean, I don't think we'll ever get another Masvidal highlight like that. Kim Bong-il says, damn, Gaff, you're putting out. I'm putting out the parlays. Christian L says, tell him, Gaff. You know I tell him. That's all I do is talk my shit. You guys know that. But appreciate you guys for showing up. Appreciate you guys for dropping in the chat, seeing what's up. Appreciate everybody that's going to watch this after the fact or late night when they have their time. Appreciate you too. Appreciate you, Richland, and all that. Appreciate everybody that came through the chat today. Dana Blanco, Kim Bong-il, Christian L, Infrared, Lazy Bed. Who am I missing? MMA Boxing Addicts, Sleeto. I know Luke's lurking. I know Maniche is lurking. Appreciate you all. I'll see you guys tomorrow. UFC Rio. Hopefully by then we've already cashed on a couple fights. If we haven't by then, when I come through, I'm coming through with some fucking heat. So stay ready, motherfuckers. I'm out this bitch. Have a good night. See you tomorrow.